Hello students, today's session of the video will discuss about the first chapter question and answer, that is reproduction in living organisms. In that I'll discuss about the 1 mark and 2 marks questions which is there in the retained in the syllabus, which is already deleted portions. We are going to remove those questions which are already removed in this file. So only which is retained the portion, that part of the questions I will discuss in this today's session. So here the first question, that is a define juvenile phase. So here the juvenile phase is refers to the animals. So here the what is answer for the juvenile phase, you have to write the period of growth, especially in animals. So you have to write the period of growth in the animals is called as a juvenile phase, and you should not write it as a the period of organisms. You have to write it as the period of growth in animals, because if you write it organism, it is a general word. If you write in the plants, it is called vegetative phase. So you should not mention the organism, particularly the keyword it is related is the period of growth in the animals. That is the answer for the first question, that is a define juvenile phase. If you see the second question, so which plant flowers produces once in a 12 years? So this here in the question they have asked name of the plant. Here the name of the plant is Strobilanthes kuntiana. It is a scientific name. So what the first word I have written here, it is a scientific name, and in the bracket what I have written is Neelakuranji, which is a normal name. That is a normal name. It is not a scientific name. It is a common name. We'll call it, it is a common name for that. Scientific name, we are going to write it as a Strobilanthes kuntiana. In the question, if they ask the generally which plant, you can write any word. But if they ask which plant, write the scientific name of the plant which produces the flowers once in a 12 years. That you have to write the scientific name only. Neelakuranji, if you write it, they will not give the marks. You have to write it as a Strobilanthes kuntiana. That is a scientific name. In case if they ask in the question, write the scientific name of the plant which produces the flowers once in a 12 years. So if they ask generally which plant produces the flowers once in a 12 years, you can write it any word, that is a Strobilanthes kuntiana or Neelakuranji. The next question, if you see that, that is the seasonal breeders. What are seasonal breeders? So here the seasonal breeders, generally it is refers to the animals. So you should not write it as for the plants. So mention, you have to write animals in which reproductively active in their reproductive phase only during favorable season. This is the keyword for that, you have to keep it in mind. During favorable season, only in the favorable season these animals will undergo breeding process. That means they can produce their young ones, or they will lay their eggs. So such a condition only we can see in the favorable seasons. In all the seasons these animals will not be produces their offsprings, only during favorable season. This is the main key point you have to write for the seasonal breeders. That means animals reproductively active in their reproductive phase only during favorable season. That will consider as a seasonal breeders. If you go to the next question, what are continuous breeders? The same answer you can write it, only in the one word you have to change it. That is animals in which reproductively active throughout their reproductive phase. This is the key word. Only this word is difference from the seasonal breeders and the continuous breeders. You can compare the answer. Animals in which reproductively active in their reproductive phase. Till here it is a common. So here only you have to see throughout. Here it is a throughout. It is a keyword. only during favorable season. This is a keyword, only that's the difference. Other remaining answer is same, both in seasonal breeders and continuous breeders. So next question, if you see that, that is name the events in sexual reproduction. The three events are, so three events: pre-fertilization events, that is before fertilization. Pre means it is a before. The next is fertilization event. You have to write each word event. The next last is post fertilization event. You can see here post means after. So here after fertilization this event will take place. So it is a post fertilization event. So totally the answer is name the events in the sexual reproduction: pre-fertilization event, fertilization event and post-fertilization events. That's the answer for that. Name the events in sexual reproduction. So if you go to the next question, name the two pre-fertilization events. If you see here the question, in the pre-fertilization event, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ಸು ಅಂತ. Name the two pre-fertilization events. So here there are the two processes which will take place, that is gametogenesis and gamete transfer. So this is a one process and this is the second process. So these two processes which will take place during pre-fertilization event. That is the answer for that question. If we go to the next question of, that is define gametogenesis. See here already this question, genesis means formation. This we already know that. Formation, what will be formed? Gametes. So the process of formation of male and female gametes is very important. You should not write just as a gametes. You have to write it as a completely as a, just generally gametes you should not mention. You should mention both male and female gametes. That is a process of formation of male and female gametes. So this is the complete answer. You have to write it. You should not mention the process of formation of gametes. You have to mention that is a male gamete and female gamete. Both you have to mention in the answer. If you go to the next question, that is a define gamete transfer. So what is the gamete transfer means? The process of transfer of male gamete towards the female gamete. So here you should not write the process of transfer of one gamete towards the other gamete. It's not the answer. So you have to write which gamete will transfer towards the which gamete. So the process of transfer of male gamete towards the female gamete. So here you have to particularly mention the keyword as a male gamete towards the female gamete. That's very important here, mentioning of that. Then if you see the next question of that, give an example of the organism which is showing these gametes. That means you have to tell isogametes ಯಾವ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಹೆಟಿರೋಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಗಿವ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ example. Isogametes are present in algae. The algae name is Cladophora. This is algae which contains isogametes. That means similar type of gametes. Both male gamete and female gametes are both are same. So such a gametes is called isogametes. The next, if we consider heterogametes, that means male gamete is different, female gamete is different. Hetero means different. So here the male gamete and female gamete both are different. That organism we will consider it is a human being. Which whatever the example it is given in the textbook, the same example has to be mentioned. You should not give a general example. Isogametes ಗೆ example Cladophora, that is algae. Cladophora ಅಂತಾನೆ ಬರಿಬೇಕು, algae ಬರಿಬಾರ್ದು. The next is heterogametes. In that you have to mention as a human beings. The next question here is, what condition does homothallic refers to? That means ಹೋಮೋಥ್ಯಾಲಿಕ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಇಂಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ವೇ. ಹೋಮೋಥ್ಯಾಲಿಕ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಂಟೈನ್ಸ್ ದ ಹೋಮೋಥ್ಯಾಲಿಕ್? ಹೋಮೋ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸೇಮ್, ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಒಂದೇ ಥ್ಯಾಲಸ್ ಬಾಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟು ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟು ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಮೇಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ಲು ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ಲು ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಮೇಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ಲು ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ಲು ಒಂದೇ ಥ್ಯಾಲಸಲ್ಲಿದ್ದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಹೋಮೋಥ್ಯಾಲಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ, ಹೋಮೋಥ್ಯಾಲಿಕ್. ಸೊ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಫಂಗೈ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್. So in fungi and plants, homothalic will be present. That means bisexual condition. So bisexual in the sense two. The two is nothing but that is a male part or the male cell, female part or the female cell. Fungi plants gadre male part to female part to. Fungi gadre male cell to female cell. Both are present in the same thallus. So that's the condition of a bisexual. So answer is in fungi and plants, homothalic refers to the bisexual condition. If you see the next question, give two examples of monoecious plants. That I have given here example is which is there in the textbook. Same examples you have to write it. So give two examples for the monoecious plants. ಮೊನೋಷಿಯಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಲ್ ಫ್ಲವರು ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಫ್ಲವರು ಎರಡು ಒಂದೇ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಮೇಲ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್, ಬೋತ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಸೇಮ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟಲ್ಲಿದ್ದರೆ ಅಂಥ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ನ ವಿಲ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಮೊನೋಷಿಯಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್. So such an example which contains both male flower and female flower, both are present in the same plant. Example is cucurbits and coconut plants. Both will contain the same examples you have to write. The next question is give two examples of dioecious plants. Dioecious plants ಅಂದರೆ ಮೇಲ್ ಫ್ಲವರು ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಮೇಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಮೇಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಲ್ ಫ್ಲವರು, ದೆನ್ ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಫ್ಲವರು. ಸೊ ಬೋತ್ ಆರ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್. ಮೇಲ್ ಫ್ಲವರು ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಫ್ಲವರು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಎರಡೂ ಒಂದೇ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟಲ್ಲಿರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಮೇಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟು ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟು, ಮೇಲ್ ಫ್ಲವರು ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಫ್ಲವರು. ಸೊ such plants are called as a dioecious plants. The example for the dioecious plants are papaya and date palm. Same example you have to write because these two examples are in the textbook. So same examples you have to mention. The next, if you see the next question, what are hermaphrodites? Give two examples for hermaphrodites. You can see here the hermaphrodites animals. What type of animals are hermaphrodites? Example, let's see that hermaphrodites example. If you go for the hermaphrodites, in animal species, that means in animals, both male part and female part, that means male organ and female reproductive organ, male reproductive organ and ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ರಿಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆರ್ಗನ್ ಎರಡೂ ಒಂದೇ ಅನಿಮಲ್ ಬಾಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಅನಿಮಲ್ ಬಾಡಿ. ಜನರಲಿ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ದ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್, ದ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಲ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಮೇಲ್ ರಿಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆರ್ಗನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ರಿಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆರ್ಗನ್, ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ few animals, that few animal species which possess both male and female reproductive organ in the same individual. This is a keyword that you have to write it. If you forgot, the marks will not be given. Such animals are called as hermaphrodites. With the example of that, let's see the example of that. So here the examples are earthworm, sponges, tapeworm, leech. So these are the examples for hermaphrodite. So here the hermaphrodite examples are earthworm, sponges, tapeworm and leech. If you see the next question, that is give two example for the organism having a haploid plant body. Haploid plant body and which contains only the male part. I mean, if we have only one set of chromosomes, so here the one set of chromosomes iruvanta body, organism body na we will call it as a haploid plant body. So only one set of chromosomes should be present, that is 1n. So 1n condition alliro plant body do examples. So here you can see the Monera, fungi, algae and bryophytes. These are the example. I have mentioned the 4 examples. Here you can write any 2. They have given only 2. In the question they have given only 2, but I have given the 4 so that you can write it the more. If you forgot any 2, other 2 can be written here. That is the 2 example for the organism having a haploid plant body. So here the next question, if you see, give 2 examples for the organism having a diploid parental body. Diploid in the sense 2n condition irbeku chromosomes. So before the question we have seen that 1n condition, but here in this example organism contains the diploid andre 2n condition alli irbeku. So 2n condition alliro plant body examples, so organism body, pteridophytes, gymnosperms, angiosperms and animals. So these have a diploid parental body ಅಂದರೆ 2n condition chromosomes ಇರುತ್ತೆ. The next question is what is myocyte? So myocyte in the sense here word site ಅಂದರೆ ಸೆಲ್ಲು, ಸೆಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಸೆಲ್ಲು ಮಿಯೋಸಿಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ, ಯಾವ ಸೆಲ್ಲು ಮಿಯೋಸಿಸ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂಥ ಸೆಲ್ನ ಮಿಯೋಸೈಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ದ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ದ ಡಿಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್, that is a gamete mother cell which undergoes meiosis. Gamete mother cell meiosis ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈ gamete mother cell meiosis process ಆದರೆ such a cell is called myocyte. So you have to write it. In the diploid organism gamete mother cell undergoes meiosis. This is a very important. Meiosis ಬರಿಬೇಕು, otherwise the marks will not be given. So answer will be the wrong. In the diploid organism gamete mother cell undergoes the meiosis. So the next question is classify the organism into monoecious or dioecious. So monoecious dioecious mention ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Chara, so this is the plant. So what type of plant? This is a monoecious plant. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟು ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟು ಎರಡು ಒಂದೇ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಮೊನೋಷಿಯಸ್. ದೆನ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಷಿಯಾ ಸಪ್ರೇಟು, ಮೇಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಸಪ್ರೇಟು, ಸೊ ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಸಪ್ರೇಟು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಬ್ರಯೋಫೈಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಷಿಯಾ ಡಯೇಷಿಯಸ್ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸಿ ದ ಅದರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್, ಸ್ವೀಟ್ ಪೊಟ್ಯಾಟೊ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸಸ್ ಬೈಸೆಕ್ಷುಯಲ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್, ಅಂದರೆ ಮೇಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟು ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟು ಎರಡು ಅದರಲ್ಲೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ಟೇಮನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತು ಪಿಸ್ಟಿಲು ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಎರಡು ಒಂದೇ ಇದರಲ್ಲೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಬೈಸೆಕ್ಷುಯಲ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಅರ್ಥವಾಮ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಬೈಸೆಕ್ಷುಯಲ್ ಆನಿಮಲ್, ಅಂದರೆ ಅರ್ಮಾಫ್ರೊಡೈಟ್ಸ್, ಮೇಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟು ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟು ಒಂದೇ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸ್ಪಾಂಜಸ್ಸು ಯೂನಿಸೆಕ್ಷುಯಲ್, ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಐದರ್ ಮೇಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ or a female. That means male sponges and separate it is a female sponges. So here leech, that is a bisexual animal, that means which contains both male part and female part, both in the same organism body. If you go to the next question, so here the name to organism, plants which require water for gamete transfer. That means now we have to give the answer. ಅಂದರೆ ಈಗ ಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟು ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಗೋದನ್ನು ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಈಗ ಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟು, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ದ ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟು. ಅದು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಗೋವಾಗ ವಾಟರ್ ಬೇಕು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ಸೊ ಯಾವ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಟರ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟು ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. So that's the example we have to give. Those examples are algae, pteridophytes, bryophytes. So 2 organisms, so I have given 3. Any 2 you have to write that. If you see the next, name the carriers of male gamete in the seed plants. ಅಂದರೆ ಸೀಡ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸು. ಸೀಡ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬಂದು ಜಿಮ್ನೋಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ಸು, ಏಂಜಿಯೋಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ಸು. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಜಿಮ್ನೋಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ಸು, ಏಂಜಿಯೋಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ನ ಯಾರು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾರು ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ. ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಯಾರು ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂದರೆ ಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟು ಏನರೊಳಗಡೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೈನ್. ಸೊ ಹೂ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಯರ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್? ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೈನ್. ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೈನ್. The next is, name the most critical event in the sexual reproduction. We know that sexual reproduction ಅಲ್ಲಿ pre-fertilization events, fertilization events and post-fertilization events. So fertilization process is a main critical event in the sexual reproduction. That's the answer here. Fusion of gametes. Fusion of gametes ಅಂದರೆ fertilization. So that's the answer. Fertilization. The next is, if you see, define syngamy. So syngamy is, so syngamy means, of course it is a fertilization. So fertilization process na fusion of male and female gamete na we will call it as a syngamy. Especially plants alli ನಾವು ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋ ವರ್ಡು fusion of male and female gamete is called syngamy. So you have to write it, ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬರೀಬಾರ್ದು, ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್. ಆ ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗೋ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ನ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಂಗ್ಯಾಮಿ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ದ ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೇಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್. ಹಿಯರ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಅ ಸಿಂಗ್ಯಾಮಿ, ಹಿಯರ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ಅ ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್, ಬಟ್ ದ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಫಾರ್ syngamy and fertilization. Answer same irutte. You can see here the answer is same, but only the word in the question going to differ. Then if you consider, define internal fertilization. Internal fertilization in the sense fertilization will take place inside the body of organism, female body. So inside the female body syngamy will take place. That means fertilization will take place. Such a fertilization is called internal fertilization. So here just you write it, the fertilization occurs inside the female body of organism. Fertilization occurs inside the body, female body of the organism. That's enough the answer. So example you can write it here, the birds and mammals. If you go to the next question, that is external fertilization. You can see here the same thing. Fertilization occurs outside the body of the organism. That's very important. Inside and this is outside. Same answer you have to write. Inside the outside the organism, body of the organism. Illi female body baralla. Fertilization occurs outside the body of the organism. That's enough here. But in the case of the internal fertilization, you have to write inside the female body of the organism. That you have to write it. Example is fishes and especially bony fishes and amphibians. You can see that because in cartilaginous fishes internally it will take place. That means internal fertilization ಆಗುತ್ತೆ cartilage fishes ಅಲ್ಲಿ. bony fishes ಅಲ್ಲಿ external. If we consider next, give two example for the organism showing external fertilization that I already mentioned. So here it is external fertilization example bandu, that is I've showed already given the example. That's bony fishes and amphibians. Internal fertilization, if you see, the birds and mammals. Same example, that's already given that. Then how the non-motile male gamete does carried in the seed plants. Non-motile gamete, male gamete, female gamete ಹತ್ರ ಹೇಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಫಸ್ಟು ಪಾಲಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಪೋಲನ್ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬೈ ದೀಸ್ ಟೂ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ದ non-motile gamete carried in the seed plants. Non-motile male gamete ಹೇಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಬೈ ದ ಪಾಲಿನೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೈನ್ಸು ಸ್ಟಿಗ್ಮಾ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ಪಾಲಿನೇಷನ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಪಾಲಿನೇಷನ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಪೋಲನ್ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಪೋಲನ್ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆದಾಗ ಥ್ರೂ ದಟ್ ಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟು ಒಳಗಡೆಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೈ ಪಾಲಿನೇಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ pollen tube formation. The next is what are the post fertilization events which will take place? If you see the post fertilization, that is adanenanತಾರೆ, the definition you have to write: events in the sexual reproduction after the formation of zygote is called post fertilization event. Post ಅಂದರೆ after. So fertilization ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಆಗೋ ಈವೆಂಟ್ಸ್ನ which will takes place after the formation of zygote, that you have to write it. That's the definition here. Events in the sexual reproduction takes place after the formation of zygote, or you can write after the fertilization process. So that you can write it. The next is name the two post fertilization events. Fertilization ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಝೈಗೋಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟು ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ ಜೊತೆ ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆದರೆ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ಲು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇದೊಂದು ಸೆಲ್ಲು ಎರಡು ಸೆಲ್ಲು ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆದರೆ ಒಂದು ಸೆಲ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಝೈಗೋಟ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ಸು, ಝೈಗೋಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಗೋ ಡಿವಿಷನ್. ಸೊ ಒನ್ ಸೆಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ಸ್ ರೈಸ್ ಟು 2 ಸೆಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ಸ್ ರೈಸ್ ಟು 4 to 8 to 16. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗೋದನ್ನು ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋಜೆನೆಸಿಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಸೊ 2 ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, 2 ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಝೈಗೋಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನು ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋಜೆನೆಸಿಸ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸಿ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಈಸ್ ನೇಮ್ ದ ಸೆಲ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪ್ಲಾಂಟಿಕ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಸೈಕಲ್. ಹ್ಯಾಪ್ಲಾಂಟಿಕ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಆಗೋ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಝೈಗೋಟ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಝೈಗೋಟ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಗೋ ದಟ್. ನೇಮ್ ದ ಸೆಲ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ with haplontic life cycle for the division of zygote. So the zygote will undergo the mitosis, then it will undergo the meiosis. So this is the process. That's the answer for that. Then define embryogenesis. The embryogenesis is the process of development of embryo from the zygote. That is the answer, exact answer. So you can write it still more if it is a 2 marks. During this zygote undergoes mitotic division and cell differentiation. You can write it this if it is a, suppose if it is a 2 marks, 1 mark ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ the process of development of embryo from the zygote. That's enough the answer for that. That will make a embryogenesis definition. If I consider the next question, so name the 2 steps involved in the embryogenesis. That is a ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋಜೆನೆಸಿಸ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಅಂದರೆ ಝೈಗೋಟ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಎ ಬಿ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಸೊ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಝೈಗೋಟ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಗೋಸ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೈಟಾಟಿಕ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ 2 marks question. Name the 2 steps involved in the embryogenesis. So you can write it here. First one A, mitosis cell division, mitosis cell division. Second one B, cell differentiation. So that's the 2 words for this answer. The next is what are oviparous animals? Viviparous animals. Actually egg laying animals are called oviparous animals, and the animals which give birth to young ones. So you can see here the zygote which will take place outside the body of organisms and lay the fertilized and unfertilized. So if a simple word we can also write it, egg laying animals. Egg laying animals are called oviparous animals. Example here, reptiles and birds. When it will come to the viviparous animals, the animals which gives birth to, animals which gives birth to young ones. So that is the answer. If you write it as a simple, so example you can write it human beings or the mammals. Mammals you can generally write it the answer for that. The next is why the chances of survival of organism that is young ones is greater in viviparous ನಾಟ್ ಇನ್ ಓವಿಪರಸ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಎಗ್ ಲೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ಗಿಂತ ಮರಿ ಹಾಕೋ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ದ ಎಗ್ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ಸು ಅಂದರೆ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಸರ್ವೈವಲ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟು ವಿವಿಪಾರಸ್ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಎಗ್ ಲೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಮೊಟ್ಟೆ ಆಚೆ ಇಟ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಆವಾಗ ಪ್ರಿಡೇಟರ್ಸ್ ಬಂದುಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದನ್ನು ತಿಂದುಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ವಿವಿಪಾರಸ್ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ it will not takes place. So answer is because of proper embryonic care and protection. That's the simple answer. Because of proper embryonic care and protection, more chances of survival in viviparous compared to oviparous. Name the thick wall covering of the ovary. That is pericarp. And that's just one word answer. Pericarp ಅಂದರೆ ಓವರಿ ಔಟರ್ ವಾಲ್ನ ಏನಂತಾರೆ ಅಂತ, pericarp. Then if we consider the last question, that is the mention whether the given part is a haploid or a diploid. ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಪಾರ್ಟು ಹ್ಯಾಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಡ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತಾ ಡಿಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಡ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೈನಲ್ಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಡ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಸೆಲ್ಸು ಹ್ಯಾಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಡ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಝೈಗೋಟಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಸೆಲ್ಸು ಡಿಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಡ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಥರಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಸೆಲ್ಸು ಡಿಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಡ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟು ಓವರಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋ ಸೆಲ್ಸು ಡಿಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಡು. ಸೊ ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೈನು ಹ್ಯಾಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಡು, ಝೈಗೋಟು ಡಿಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಡ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನು, ಆ್ಯಂಥರಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಸೆಲ್ಸು ಡಿಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಡ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನು, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಓವರಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಸೆಲ್ಸು ಡಿಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಡ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ that's the complete of the chapter. That is the 1 mark and 2 marks questions which we have discussed so far in this chapter. That is first chapter, reproduction in organisms.